Saul was an unknown rookie lawyer. Before every court appearance, he would hide in the bathroom, rehearsing his arguments over and over. As a public defender, his painstaking efforts at defense could only earn him meager compensation. Sometimes he couldn't even afford the $3 parking fee. A major client approached Saul for consultation. $1.6 million in public funds had vanished from the county government, and the man, as chief financial officer, would be the police's primary suspect. To be safe, Saul suggested the couple hire him as their defense attorney. Just as the man was about to sign, his wife stopped him. They decided to go home and think it over. Back in his tiny office behind the foot spa, Saul found a $26,000 check from the nation's largest law firm. Without hesitation, he tore the check to pieces. This was the ultimate insult to his brother Chuck. Chuck had founded that firm single-handedly, but now that he was unable to work normally due to a strange illness, the other partners wanted to use this pittance to force him out. Saul demanded they compensate his brother at least $17 million. They claimed Saul couldn't represent Chuck's wishes, so the negotiation ended without result. What angered Saul even more was discovering that his major client had gone to consult with that very law firm. At home, Saul urged Chuck to leave the firm and cash out all his shares. Saul's current income couldn't support two people, but Chuck firmly believed his illness would eventually improve. If he announced his withdrawal, the firm would dissolve, and everyone working there would lose their jobs. Besides, the partners had promised to give him $800 weekly for living expenses. What Saul found even more unacceptable was that they actually asked him to change his firm's name, simply because his name sounded similar to theirs. Even his brother agreed with them. They had gone too far. Saul decided to win back his former client. The next day, he found the Chopstick brothers, who had tried to stage an accident with him days earlier. He told them if they wanted to make money, they should follow his instructions. To win back his client, Saul devised a perfect accident staging plan. He instructed the Chopstick brothers to memorize the station wagon in front of them. Its owners were actually yesterday's couple. Every day around 2:30 p.m., they would pass through this intersection. The Chopstick brothers just needed to stage a safe accident using their usual routine, and he would handle the rest. Saul would pretend to happen by, act like he didn't know them, and use his lawyer status to smoothly resolve the trouble, thereby gaining the client's trust. This way, he could successfully become their attorney. But what Saul didn't expect was an accident in his plan. After the Chopstick brothers successfully staged the collision, the other party simply hit the gas and fled. When Saul heard this news, even he was stunned. The Chopstick brothers followed the car, telling Saul which direction it was heading. Then it hit Saul, and he was overjoyed. Hit and run was a serious crime. So Saul drove off searching for the brothers. He soon spotted their skateboards in front of a house. Saul hurriedly got out to knock on the door. What Saul didn't know at that moment was that this accident would completely change the trajectory of his life.